Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is another edition of Love It or Hate It, where we talk about books that are polarizing. Okay, today's is definitely a popular book, but it is polarizing. It is none other than Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Let me talk about the reasons that some people hate this book first. Well, first of all, we really need to have just a basic idea of what the book's about. There's a girl named Elizabeth Bennet. She's got one sister she's really close to, Jane. The rest of them are very different from her. And then you've got the mother who is a little bit cuckoo. She's trying to marry her girls off, and she is very not the most subtle about that. And then there's the dad that is a sensible man. And then we have the neighbors, and they are, very well off. The son is an eligible bachelor, and he and the sister Jane have a little bit of a connection going on. And the friend of that family, the rich neighbors, Mr. Darcy, is like very snooty and has too many opinions and definitely turns Elizabeth off in the beginning. So this is definitely a hate to love type situation, maybe not quite as strong as hate, a dislike and disagree with to love perhaps. And let's talk about the reasons why a lot of times people hate this book. Mr. Darcy is usually the main thing that people list. He does not have just, a huge arc where he changes over time. He does have an arc where he changes, but it's not like a believable, gradual, I completely repent of my wrong type change. He is still relatively prideful. That's just his personality. So some people think, that he is not worthy of Elizabeth Bennet's love. I think this is the main complaint people have, is that they feel like he's still kind of a jerk at the end of the book. The people that love it are like, just like opposites attract, and look at how they've overcome their differences. And they see Mr. Darcy just as this dashing gentleman, even if he is prideful. And they embrace the love story. They embrace and buy the hate turned to love type relationship that these characters, Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy, seem to completely envelop. So in my opinion, I don't hate it at all. I, in fact, love it, but it is not my favorite Jane Austen for many of the reasons that some people hate it. My favorite Jane Austen is Persuasion, and Pride and Prejudice isn't up on my list. It's definitely above Emma, but it is not my favorite Jane Austen for those reasons. But I am able to overlook it because of the chemistry and the connection and the overcoming our obstacles to see eye to eye aspect of the relationship. So what do you guys think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you like me and love it, but it's just not your favorite? I would be very interested to hear, and also drop down below what your favorite Jane Austen is if you are a Jane Austen fan. And you could also tell me what your least favorite Jane Austen is. I hope that you're doing well. Read a lot. Bye-bye.